Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for February 21st to the 27th. So this week I'm hearing creative breakthroughs. It feels like there's something being lifted off the ground. So maybe some of you are like launching something, or you've been putting something together and you're ready to debut it. There's something being like those initial first steps of like ready to get something off the ground. There's progress, there's movement forward. And I feel like you're also able to see the path ahead a little bit more clearly. So there may be some insight that comes in here for you as well. Like you're able to see how something is going to move in a certain direction. So it may not be, having all the answers, but I feel like clarity is something here that is going to be available to you this week in something that you're working on or something that you're trying to get off the ground. All in all, though, I'm seeing progress, I'm seeing forward movement and some kind of breakthrough. I also feel like some of you could also be overcoming some creative blocks or maybe some resistance as well. So if you've been feeling like you're working on something but resisting taking that last step of like launching something or, kind of finishing something all the way through, I feel like there may be some boost of confidence or something that will ignite your passion that will help you to, put something into final motion. So that's really exciting here. It feels good. It feels like they're bringing up March. So I'm seeing March here for you, Aquarius. I feel like there's going to be something speeding up in March. So we'll see how that goes. That's exciting though. Okay, let's go into your tarot here for Aquarius, February 21st to the 27th. There is something that you're creating that is helping you to move you out of some kind of situation you don't want to be in. I feel like this is more long-term with the Six of Swords. It feels like a steady progression. So the more you work on something that you're building or, your vision, your goal, it's like every day it is building up to this momentum of helping you to leave something behind that you have outgrown, that you are no longer resonating with, and it is supporting you. There's something that you're creating is supporting you in your endeavor to move out of some kind of situation, maybe a relationship or any kind of dynamic, or it could also be an internal experience, maybe some like internal patterns, behaviors, but whatever it is, whatever new thing you're building right now is helping you to, in almost like a roundabout way kind of thing, is also helping you to make some shifts and changes in other areas in your life. Boundaries. I feel like you're also being very protective. I also feel like you're very good at your awareness is really, really keen right now. Like you are very tuned in to where your energy should be put. So it's like you're being very wise about that. You are being very wise about your boundaries. I also feel like a lot of you are breaking down some boundaries that you might have put up a long time ago to protect yourself. And it feels like as time has gone on and you have grown in your internal strength, that there may be some areas in your life or maybe with certain people that you are no longer feeling like you need a wall, or you no longer feel like you need those protective measures, because it's like you're seeing how strong you are on the inside, that you are capable of not really needing to necessarily put up. Not that boundaries are a bad thing. Boundaries are very good. But it feels like there's something here where you might have been protecting yourself from some kind of perceived threat or intimidation from maybe a person or some kind of situation. And what they're showing me is there's something about you really have grown into yourself. You really understand yourself, where you no longer feel like you need to be scared of something. So you're feeling more free to come out, to put yourself out there, to be seen. This could also even be something where, we might have had some bad experiences with like friendships, for example. And so maybe for a while we kind of closed ourselves off from finding new friends or, going out and meeting new people. And maybe you might have gone through some kind of inner transformation, some inner healing, and you're ready to start kind of maybe coming out of those walls that we put up to protect ourselves. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. So there's some real changes that are going to bring in more fulfillment, more happiness, and connection with others, and something where it's going to help you to feel, I'm hearing the word vulnerability, so may make you feel a bit vulnerable in the beginning because it may be something that we just were used to kind of protecting ourselves from. But as you open up more, I feel like you're going to get more used to the vulnerability, and there's something really happy and joyful coming in here for you. I'm hearing career as I touch the card. So there's something really joyful and happy about the career. I also feel like your solar plexus is going to be really open and maybe healing. Maybe some of you are going through a solar plexus healing right now. So healing your identity, healing your self-worth, your confidence. All that beautiful sunshine, bright yellow vibration and energy. Okay, let's look into the Six of Swords here. Yeah, the Devil. So again, attachments, patterns, behaviors, things that we feel like we needed. Okay, so they're showing me something that we felt like we needed. And at the time, it was like something that I'm really strongly feeling self-protection in your reading this week. I feel like some of you are overcoming some self-protective behaviors that you are seeing. So maybe you're assessing, like you're able to see this, that how much it might have actually been holding you back from embracing something more, or, it's protecting you, but it's also keeping the good out too. Like it's keeping the bad, but it's also keeping out the good. And you're maybe seeing how, where you might be missing an opportunity or something. And so I feel like you're breaking down these barriers. You're breaking some kind of hold. You're stepping out of it. You're coming out of it. Wow, beautiful. And this could be with work. Again, I heard breakthrough in creativity. So where have maybe some of us been holding ourselves back in something that we can do or we're really talented in? And maybe it's a belief system that has kept us, small, or not going after opportunities that we know we deserve. But, there's some kind of, hold or some kind of attachment we've had. I feel like a lot of you are healing this. This is a really profound healing. You're setting yourself free. This feels really profound, and it feels like a really big inner transformation that's going to help you to embrace something that you can do. It's something that you're naturally talented at. So some of you have a real beautiful natural talent, very hard, and you work very hard at it. It's something you're very good at, something you can do. And you're overcoming something that may have been holding you back from living this life to the full potential, or embracing some kind of gift or talent, something you can do to the full potential. Oh my goodness. The Empress. Beautiful. So whatever it is that some of you are doing or creating, if you can let yourself fully embrace your talents, your gifts, what you can do, you're going to be very abundant. And you're going to flourish in your life because of you embracing who you are authentically. Because it's like you leveling up to... It's just you leveling up. It's you growing in your soul. It's you evolving. It's you becoming more and more connected to what you have to offer. There's something that you guys, it's a calling. It feels like a strong calling. And I'm hearing that the more you do it, the more you'll see how valuable it is. Because it could be that sometimes we look at something and on the surface level, like at face value, we see like, oh, it's just this one thing. But sometimes like there is so much more depth and meaning to something than what meets the eye. And Spirit is saying like, we won't know how profound something is actually until we keep doing it, until we keep putting one foot in front of the other and just walk the path, that it's not going to be shown to you until you start walking. So there's something that you are liberating, some kind of resistance or blockage that you're liberating yourself from. You're opening yourself up to the world, opening yourself up to who you really are. And by allowing yourself to fully flourish, by allowing yourself to fully express, we have the Empress waiting for you on the other end of that. I'm hearing childhood with the Six of Cups. Maybe this is something that some of you have been able to do since childhood. It's a talent, something you've been born with, something that you were given, a gift that you were given. And I feel like there may be like an inner child healing here. There may be a connection to your inner child, reclaiming parts of your inner child that we may feel like we've had to hide or abandon, or something that we had to let go of. And there's a reclaiming of this. And that's that self-protection, because that's what we do when we're young. You know, we self-protect ourselves because there's sometimes we think there are certain parts of us that are not okay because of the reactions of the people around us. And I feel like there's a reclaiming of this. Whatever areas or whatever we did to protect ourselves, we're feeling, I think I'm safe to, and I'm strong enough to kind of hold my own, or to like reclaim this part of myself again. Wow, beautiful. The Star with the Seven of Wands. This is strength. This is the strength. This is the strength in your hope. It takes strength to have hope in something, especially when we feel like, you know, things have not gone our way, or things have gone wrong somewhere, like we missed something, or we made some kind of wrong step somewhere. And I'm feeling like there's some kind of hope, some kind of just unfailing faith that just required so much inner strength from you. What else do we need to know about the Star card for Aquarius? Look at that. 5 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. I have goosebumps. Like, this is you. Okay, first of all, Aquarius, this is you, because the Star card is Aquarius. And so it's like no longer with the 5 of Swords, this is no longer you deceiving yourself with the fact that it's reversed, right? You're coming out of some kind of illusion, of some kind of self-deception, is what I feel. Some of you, this could also be, this may be very specific to, you know, a small group of you, but this could also have something to do with others as well. Like maybe there's another person in your life, or some kind of experience from the past that it's like a wish come true, but then there's been some deception or some hiding about some kind of situation. So maybe this is like a relationship where we've had our boundaries up with, we've had some kind of guard up to protect ourselves from being hurt. And I feel like there's a slow unraveling of truth here. There is there's something coming undone. We're coming out of hiding. We're coming out of, deception, or keeping ourselves in the dark. So this could play out in a couple different ways depending on your story. So for some of you, this has to do with your career, and this is about you kind of keeping, you know, something to yourself, or guarding yourself, you know, not allowing yourself to express to the full potential. But then always holding on to this hope that someday I'm going to make it, that someday I'm going to, come out of this and I'm going to express myself and I'm going to live my life like the Empress, right? And then for others of you, it could be, in a relationship where it's like we have been protecting ourselves, but at the same time, there is also this holding out for someday something to heal. As I feel like for some reason I'm getting vibes of relationship here. So that may resonate with some of you. But first there needs to be a truth, like a truth coming out. Being honest with ourselves, being honest with our hearts, no longer needing to hide. Kind of laying all our cards out on the table and being vulnerable in that way. So it feels like vulnerability seems to be a strong word for you this week, Aquarius, but it's going to be helpful, I feel like. Yeah. And then the most beautiful thing about this as well is that we also have the 9 of Pentacles. So as we unravel and become more in tune with an inner truth of ours, and we bring our walls down, we allow ourselves to embrace our independence, our freedom, and we give ourselves permission to dream bigger, or embrace our big dreams, to go after them, to no longer keep something from ourselves. I really strongly feel like some of us have been like keeping something from ourselves, blocking ourselves somehow, maybe unconsciously. But I feel like we're coming out of that. There's like a coming out of this. You're having some really big breakthrough this week. And it's going to help you to get closer to this abundance, this independence here. Let's pick one more. What else do we need to know about the 9 of Pentacles for Aquarius this week? Four of Pentacles. I have one more. King of Pentacles. I feel like there is, you're changing some kind of pattern. Okay, because the King of Pentacles could be another person. It could also represent maybe I'm hearing lineage or patterns in terms of like maybe something that has been passed down, something that we were taught. And it feels like you are not, whatever you're not resonating with, like maybe you're seeing there's some kind of pattern or some kind of teaching or belief system that is like runs in the family or runs in like this, like my parents or my family, or this is just how things always are. And I feel like you're redefining something for yourself. You're becoming more independent in that way with that 9 of Pentacles. So you're wanting to rewrite that story. And maybe this has something to do with abundance. Maybe this has something to do with career or what we believe is possible for us. It's like you're rejecting something that is not fitting and you're embracing that actually. Like this is not really, I'm not seeing this as emotional withdrawal necessarily. I think this is more about turning your back on something that you see that is not working for you, or something that is not bringing you to this kind of like 9 of Pentacles is what I'm seeing here. It's by you rewriting or kind of redefining what it means to be successful, or what it means. What does this look like for you? What does it look like to become the King of Pentacles for you? How do I create this long-term security for myself in the way that is nurturing for me and is an honor of me, honor of my talents and gifts? Because for some of us, it's like maybe we, do like a line of work, or we're in something where maybe we were taught to believe that you can't become abundant from that. And so by rejecting that, maybe by rejecting that teaching or that belief, which is that devil card, right? Like this illusion or this something that's toxic, something that's not serving us, and allowing ourselves to embrace our natural talents and gifts, we become abundant. So you're rewriting or redefining how things work for you. Very independent. And then we're happy here, the Ace of Cups. So this is a overflowing of emotion. This is a freeing up of the heart space, a freeing up of the solar plexus. Getting to be ourselves again. 3 of Cups. What do we need to know about the 3 of Cups here for Aquarius? Clarity. Clarity about some kind of group. Clarity about some kind of relationship with the people around us. So this could be a relationship, or this could also be our community, the people that are around us. Maybe there's a renewal. There could be a renewal. Something coming back around, something being returned to us is kind of what I feel like. And I feel like that could be almost a little bit cryptic, because how something comes back to us may not show up in the way that we think. So it doesn't necessarily have to be people necessarily coming back to us, but maybe like a second chance or another chance or a new beginning at finding different kinds of people, but it's like a renewal in, you know, a relationship, friendship, maybe even family, like healing family dynamics with this 3 of Cups. Healing tribal, you know, group dynamics is kind of what I'm seeing here. I feel like you're showing up really independently, like you're reclaiming what it means, like how you want to live your life. Like you're kind of setting this, you're setting the bar, you're setting the standards. This is where I'm at, this is what I want, and this is who I am. And I feel like your clarity about that is helping other people to see you more clearly. And so it's like they can work with you around that. And I think that's what it is, coming out of this hiding, coming out, being seen more, showing yourself more, being more open, expressing. And so it's like being willing to work with people and reaching some kind of common ground. Yeah, beautiful. Judgment. So making a judgment call. You're making a strong judgment call. And I feel like you are coming to a place of peace and acceptance of something that you're realizing, something that you're seeing clearly about something, some kind of situation or someone. This could also be a relationship, you know, this could also be like a romantic relationship or someone that, you know, we're involved with, connected to in some form or another. And you could also be seeing how maybe some kind of relationship with another is so intertwined in your path, and you're seeing in what ways. And that clarity is helping you to release maybe some kind of burden or some kind of pressure that's been building up in you by having some clarity and seeing the truth about something. So maybe there's, you know, some kind of answer that's coming in here for you, and it could be about a relationship that involves multiple people. So in a nutshell, or in a generalized way, this row towards the end of the week here is about clarity about something that's been clarity, and then making a judgment call about it and coming to like a peaceful resolution or a peaceful conclusion about something. And that is helping you to have a new beginning or an emotional release, where you kind of get almost like this second chance, or you find a sense of direction with where you want to go now, where you want to move forward now. So again, that path may not be fully clear, but there is some kind of answer or some kind of clarity that is coming in that's going to help you to, it's going to give you what you need at least. I heard moving here with a judgment. Maybe some of you are deciding like, I need to move or I need to go somewhere. Oh, wow. See, 10 of Cups. So yeah, so relationships, some kind of dynamic. I feel like you're seeing something really clearly. Something's going to really make sense for you. And it could have been something that broke your heart. Can we have one more about the 3 of Swords? What does Aquarius need to know about the 3 of Swords? Maybe this had to do with like a third party. I mean, 3 of Cups is not always about a third party, but I feel like There could have been a relationship. I don't know why, maybe because the Six of Cups is here, but it feels like there might have been a relationship here where there was a third party involved, or there's like multiple people involved, and it might have gotten confusing. And it could have been something that we just kind of kept with us or has weighed heavily on us for a long time. And I feel like there's some kind of answer or clarity, something that you can put down, something that you can release yourself from. You're making a judgment call about it. You're seeing the truth about it. You're getting in touch with something that you need to hear, something that you need to know, that's going to help you to release that pressure. And there's this happiness, this joy, this contentment that's coming in. I feel like you're healing. There's a heartbreak that's healing here. Can we have one more about the Three of Swords? Aquarius. Yeah. And ready to make some changes, ready to make some movement. So Two of Pentacles is movement. It's sometimes it's relocating somewhere, but it's also about balancing and juggling the in-between worlds of when we know our life is changing, especially on a physical level. This could also be a job offer, like going somewhere else for a new job, some kind of opportunity coming in here for you. But whatever it is, there is something here that is there. You're in the middle of some kind of change. So it's like the boat is rocking, something's rocking, and it's going to physically shift you somewhere else. That's what I see. Okay. The bottom of the deck here, Eight of Swords. So feeling stuck and outgrowing something as well. You've outgrown something. Can we clarify the Eight of Swords? Yeah, look at that. Independence. You're freeing yourself. And this is also, you're building something, you're nurturing something, you're growing something. And I feel like you have been growing something. I'm hearing it's something that you've been growing without realizing that you were. So it could have been something, for some of you, it's like you do it as a hobby or you do it as a side thing, not realizing that you could really establish some independence for yourself through this thing that you've been doing. But there's something that you've been building for a long time, and it's helping you to navigate out of this stuck situation. And I feel like that's going to apply in more than one way. And you'll see how that applies as you like walk the path. Okay, let's go into your oracle cards here. Okay, message from your higher self. Message from Spirit. How is the Earth supporting Aquarius? Message from the ancestors. Ooh, ancestors are strong. Some of you have very strong ancestors around you. And I feel like they're guiding you. They're trying to guide you to something. Because I feel like there's some kind of family, like again with that King of Pentacles, there's something here. I picked up on there's something here about like lineage or some kind of like family pattern that is, that you're changing maybe on an unconscious level by just doing what you're doing, just by kind of following your path and living your truth. But there is something here with the ancestors, like they're guiding you because what you're doing is not just healing for you, right? It's healing like past all these like experiences, these patterns that get passed down. And so just by you kind of walking this path, there's something that you're healing. And so you have the support of the tribe. Like this is encouraged. We want these things to be released, to be healed, to change. So there's something important there about that. Okay, message from your future self. Okay. Message from your higher self, change. Yeah, so definitely something changing and you're navigating that change very well. But I feel like you're changing from a place of confusion and being in the dark to actually clarity, and things being a lot more clear and being able to, see the path ahead a lot more. So this change is a good thing. It's going to help you to understand your life, your path you're going to be able to like see the bigger picture or see things a lot more clearly here. So message from Spirit, enchantment and blessings. So with enchantment, I kind of feel like this could be some ideas that are coming in here through you. And I also am hearing to include some magic or some play into your life. And you might also feel that these ideas and inspiration are just pouring through you. And those are blessings from Spirit. So you really are being guided. You're being supported in this new path. So I'm also hearing release any feelings of guilt, release any feelings of fear, because there may be some decisions or movements that we need to make that may feel overwhelming, or we may be afraid of how other people are looking at us or other people are perceiving us because they're not familiar with a path like that or decisions like that, or they wouldn't do something in that way. So I'm hearing to surrender those fears and those worries to Spirit, because you are being guided and supported by Spirit and by your ancestors to make these necessary changes, and that things may not really be as like catastrophic as we think they are. Maybe some things, shifts and changes might be smoother than we realize. I like that message. That's very nice. Okay. How is the earth supporting Aquarius right now? Be loyal to what you love. Yeah. And this actually makes me a bit emotional too, because this reminds me of the reversed five of swords here, where you're no longer keeping something from yourself. I really felt like this was kind of like self-deception, like not allowing ourselves to embrace something, not allowing ourselves to have something because we think that it's not okay. So by you embracing yourself fully, we can fully step into our abundance. Message from the ancestors here. Dragon Spirit. So this is all about being fierce, being bold, and being independent, and forging on ahead, paving a new path, finding that fire and that courage. Yeah, this is like that. I'm kind of getting like that Ace of Wands, or that page, almost like a Page of Wands, to kind of like pushing on ahead with hope, with optimism, and just being really confident in something. Okay, future self, protecting treasure. So be loyal to what you love and protect it. Protect what your gifts, protect what you can offer, because you have a lot to offer, and being able to see that in yourself you'll recognize the value of what you can do or what you're about. And when we can tap into that, we know to protect it. We know that it has value. And so being able to see that value, and that's also the Queen of Pentacles, knowing what you're worth, knowing what you're building, what it's worth. And you're on your way to building something really strong and profound and stable and secure for yourself. So it's like important for you to protect your ideas, protect what you can do. Being loyal to yourself. Yeah. Beautiful, Aquarius. Very profound reading here. I hope that was helpful and it resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Aquarius.